Welcome to the Voke Me YouTube channel.
Dual SIM mobile phone features have become a standard segment for most smartphone users. Nowadays, it's a craze to use dual SIM mobile phones. Phones have a built-in feature that allows you to operate two SIM cards with two different numbers simultaneously on the same phone. So let's see, what are dual SIM phones and why they are helpful. What are the advantages and disadvantages? What are the types of dual SIM phones? And what are the best dual SIM phones with separate microSD card slots in 2025? In this section, we look at the best dual SIM phones available. Each phone offers unique features and can make your life much more straightforward. 1. Samsung Galaxy A54 5G. If you're looking for an affordable dual SIM phone with a separate microSD card slot and a smooth screen, good cameras, and reliable software support, the Galaxy A54 is best for you. The Galaxy A54 features a smooth 120Hz refresh rate, so everything looks fluid. Perfect for watching videos and games. It also has a 6.4-inch AMOLED screen that offers vivid colors and contrast. The Galaxy A54 has a great 50-megapixel camera for its price range. But that's not all. It also offers a nightography feature for all low-light situations. The Galaxy A54 also receives long-term software support. Samsung promises to update this phone for 5 years, which is unusual for a mid-range device. It also features a new processor, the Exynos 1380 chipset, which is much faster than the Exynos 1280 in the previous Galaxy A53. Samsung Galaxy A54 and Galaxy A34 offer decent performance and offer up to 256 gigabytes of storage space. You'll be happy to hear that Samsung has decided to include a micro SD slot in the new A54. 2. Samsung Galaxy A14 5G. Samsung Galaxy A14 5G is a solid choice for an affordable 5G smartphone with dual SIM support and a separate micro SD card slot. The Galaxy A14 5G features a textured plastic body on the back, giving it more personality than most budget phones. It features a 6.6-inch PLS LCD with a 1080 by 2408 pixels resolution, a 20:9 aspect ratio, and a 90 Hz refresh rate. The A14 5G is powered by the Exynos 1330 octa-core chipset, with 2 cores running at 2.4 GHz and 6 cores running at 2 GHz. It comes in 2 RAM and storage configurations: 4 GB, 64 GB, and 6 GB, 128 GB. The phone also features a dedicated microSD card slot that supports up to 1 TB of additional storage space. The Galaxy A14 5G features a triple rear camera setup consisting of a 50-megapixel primary camera, a 2-megapixel depth sensor, and a 2-megapixel macro sensor. The front camera is a 13-megapixel camera for selfies and video calls. 3. Xiaomi Redmi Note 11. Xiaomi Redmi Note 11 boasts a 6.43-inch FHD plus AMOLED display with a 90 Hz refresh rate and rich color expression, ensuring a smooth and vivid viewing experience. Whether scrolling social media or playing games, this phone can handle it all with its 6-nanometer Snapdragon 680 processor, providing balanced performance for various tasks. The 5,000 mAh battery capacity combined with Xiaomi's 33-watt Pro fast charging feature allows the phone to stay powered all day and quickly charge when needed. Dual SIM card support and a dedicated microSD slot up to 1 TB will enable you to manage your personal and professional life efficiently while having ample storage space for your photos, videos, and apps. This international model has a limited warranty in the US and may not work with certain carriers such as Verizon and Sprint. Additionally, the camera settings may not be suitable for those looking for the best photography features. When considering the Xiaomi Redmi Note 11 as your next dual SIM phone with a dedicated SD card slot, it's essential to compare the pros and cons. 4. Motorola Moto G62. Motorola Moto G62 has emerged as a game-changer for dual SIM phones in the top budget category with separate microSD card slot that supports up to 512 GB microSD card. It is a rare breed that offers dual SIM support, 5G networking, and accepts two physical SIM cards. This phone doesn't try to be the best in any particular area, but rather offers a well-rounded package. The Moto G62 shines with its 120Hz display and is powered by the latest Snapdragon 480 Plus processor. The 5G connectivity it offers comes as a pleasant surprise for a phone in the same price range. One of the most commendable aspects is the impressive battery life along with the simplicity of Motorola's user-friendly UI, which still stands out among cost-effective phones. However, it is not without its drawbacks. Due to tight budgets, 5G connectivity comes at a cost and impacts performance, storage space, and charging speeds. If you want raw power, you might be better off, considering a 4G-only alternative in the same price range. But for those who covet the luxury of 5G connectivity without breaking the bank, the Moto G62 has proven to be one of the most viable options among the best dual-SIM Android phones on the market. 5. Xiaomi Redmi Note 10 Pro. The Redmi Note 10 Pro dual SIM card phone with a separate SD card slot has a 6.67-inch 120Hz panel that boasts AMOLED technology, which means an excellent contrast ratio and vivid colors. Meanwhile, the 108-megapixel Read camera has a pair of auxiliary snappers that exceed expectations. Interesting extras like 33W fast charging, headphone jack, and IR blaster make the Redmi Note 10 Pro go from a good budget product to a significant budget one, considering Xiaomi has integrated it here. 6. Samsung Galaxy A32 5G. The Galaxy A32 5G is a dual SIM model, but availability varies, so check out the dual SIM variant before buying. These are all affordable Samsung phones with a great modern design and solid battery life. The primary camera records up to 4K 30 frames per second. One of the best things about this phone is its separate microSD card slot. There is also a 5G support. 7. Samsung Galaxy A21. There are many reasons why this is one of Samsung's best-selling phones and one of the best dual SIM phones with a separate microSD card slot in 2025. In addition to having a dual SIM variant, the Galaxy A12 has an excellent understated modern design, a quad camera, and a large battery that lasts a long time. It has expandable storage via microSD and a 3.5mm headphone jack, making it one of the best value-for-money phones. 8. Motorola Moto G7 Plus. The Motorola Moto G7 Plus has a high-quality 1.8 GHz octa-core processor. Its simple yet elegant design features a 6.20-inch display with 1080 by 27.0 pixel resolution, covered with Gorilla Glass 3 and water-resistant. The unit has a dual rear camera with a 16-megapixel f1.7 primary lens, a 5-megapixel f2.2 secondary lens, and a 12-megapixel front camera. It provides 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of internal storage, which can be expanded up to 256 GB with a microSD card. This phone is powered by a removable lithium-ion 3000 mAh battery that should last a while. It has a Face ID scanner, fingerprint scanner, proximity sensor, and various connectivity options, including Wi-Fi, GPS, USB, and Bluetooth. 9. Redmi Note 8 Pro. The Redmi Note 8 Pro runs Android Pie with an MIUI 10 skin on top and features a 6.53-inch Full HD Plus with 1080 by 2340 pixel resolution and an HDR display with a 19.5:9 aspect ratio. Beyond that, an 8-core MediaTek Helio G90T processor is paired with up to 8 GB of RAM. The phone has a 64-megapixel primary sensor with an f1.89 lens, backed by an 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera, a 2-megapixel depth sensor, and a 2-megapixel macro lens. On the front is a 20-megapixel camera with an f2.0 lens for selfies and video calls. The Redmi Note 8 Pro has 128 gigabytes of onboard UFS 2.1 storage, but this phone also has a dedicated microSD card slot for expansion. It is equipped with a 4,500 milliamp hour battery that supports 18 watts fast charging. 10. LG Q6. The LG Q6 recently entered the smartphone market at 1 million won. The dual SIM phone has a dedicated microSD card slot, allowing users to expand the 32 gigabyte onboard storage to 2 terabytes via a microSD card. In addition, the 18:9 full vision display stands out with a 5.5-inch IPS LCD with full HD plus resolution, 442 ppi, and a 78% screen-to-body ratio. If you like to consume media content on your phone, the LG Q6 is worth considering for under budget.